Today's day 23? Four. And I've been waiting for Gabrielle to finish packing up. Let it be said. All right, yeah, so it is day 24. We are going to go to the glorious, unforgettable, and famous pit toilets at this trailhead right here. You say, hey, you know, all that time to walk to the pit toilets, which you can kind of see in the distance there. But you know what? We do a similar walk anyways in the stinking woods. We got to dig a cat hole. So actually, we're not really losing a lot of time, but it does kind of feel like it. But,
yeah, it's 6:45.
Yeah, it's 6:45. So, and it is cold. There's like frost on the ground. There was ice on the inside of my tent on the condensation by my feet.
I did not have that.
Yeah, luckily none of the drinks were even close to freezing. They weren't that cold, which is good because we can't have our filters freeze. Filters freeze, that means the little nanotube inside go poof, and then all the cow poop and everything goes poof all over our water. It's not good. So, yeah. But doing good. We slept excellent last night. It was colder, but we're fine with all that. So I had a double strength coffee today. This is awesome. Do you have double strength today, G? Did not. And I drank a bunch of my liquid from yesterday, my electrolyte stuff. I'm using the liquid IV this time. That happened to be in the store. So once I finish that, I'm gonna put in the Celsius, which has the caffeine and sodium boost. So that'll be good. Anything else for the morning? How many miles are we hiking? 17 today total. Ups and downs.
A little under 17.
Little under 17. That's good. So let's round to 16.
It'll be 17 including, this walk back and forth.
Yeah, including the walk, yeah. And then we have a high. We're going to get 12.6 today. So somehow we got to get from whatever we're at, 10.3 or something, whatever, to 12.6. Do the math. We got some uphill. And then you got to add the downhill and then the back uphill. Okay, we're coming into... That's been here for a while. Oh, somebody must have rolled in last night. Okay, we're gonna be quiet now because we're in pit toilet area here with cars and people. Well, we had exceptional poops. That was good. Way less stressful. And let's see. Oh, cool. So here's this.
It's 2-pack.
Oh, 2-pack. Uncle I Am Maggie.
Oh, so he was here yesterday.
Yeah, Cheeseburger and David.
Yeah.
So the other guys didn't.
So someone passed us this morning.
Really? That was not there?
It's the 17th, and that's today.
Stinking guy.
8.
All right, there's our packs. There's our basically mountain office right there. Garmin. Got it. Check. Camera. Where's the camera? Got it. That's supposed to be funny. Okay, we signed the register. There's the faded keep out sign. And here's where we start today. It's San Luis Pass, 12 miles. I guess we're gonna pass that today. Cool. So we actually have a pass today.
Yeah, and then we get to climb up.
Oh, so G was saying before I quit the video on her that it's a road pass. So we're probably gonna end up going down to it and then back up or something. That's how these road passes tend to go. All right, well, I am looking forward to seeing that house/structure thing. Whenever we get closer to trailheads, we get beat up signs, stuff's a little decressed or vandalized. Trails are all over the place because people don't even try and stay on the trail. It's really irritating. All right. Well, it's cold. I got my puffy on. all the same headgear that I had when I was in my bag last night. So, and our legs are pretty cold, so it was definitely cold last night. All right, here we go. Day 23. Or 23, 24.
24.
24, wow. All right. All right. I'll get one of the views of the house there. So it looks like a kind of a farmhouse, storage, guest house on our left, main house in the middle. That's probably a giant firewood shed there. I got another shed to the right. They got propane next by the smaller house, so I don't see any solar panels. Maybe they don't use, they just, maybe they, yeah, there might be more. Oh yeah, there's more stuff, almost like bee boxes. I'll show you those later. All right. Ooh, overexposed, that's weird. I'm messing with the lighting here. Anyways. Ah, look at that, nice day. An old structure right here. It's kind of like a corral or stable type thing. A little better view of the house. Probably even get a better one coming up. That looks like a really awesome place. Gosh, can you imagine? They still got some kind of structure white thing up there. I don't know what that is. All right, here's the final video of the place. We saw it look like a window was open. Well, on the right side there, we think that looks like a solar panel. Right there. That is a cool spot. We're thinking, I wonder what it would be like to live there for like a winter. I don't know, I might go steer crazy, or if you got your Starlink, man, you could maybe create some amazing things in the winter. I'm talking like software stuff and all that. That would be cool. Oh, there's a pond up there, so that's where they're getting their water.
And then it looks, there's some man-made thing at the end of it.
Okay, so here's my theory.
Yeah, it's definitely a solar panel.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, there's a pond right there. Barely see it. So there was, maybe that's where we saw the white thing. So, that pond, I don't know, all you need is a 30-foot drop of water. And there's enough pressure to spin a little micro hydroelectric generator, which is about the size.
Yeah, there's like a gate.
There's a gate there, yeah. So they could literally, if there's water flowing in there enough, and they got a 30-foot drop somewhere, they could generate just continuous electricity. That would be pretty cool. Obviously, I researched that because in Oregon there's a lot of streams, and all you really need is a stream for that to work. And there's just frost everywhere this morning. It's the most we've seen. Like there could be a flat spot up there for a campground. Well, that was pretty cool. Looking at that little homestead type place there. So when we get into Lake City in a couple days, resupply. I'm gonna try and get one of those silicone bladders that can hold 2 liters of water, and I'm gonna try and change my strategy. I also absolutely have to back flush my filter because the thing is just a disaster right now. There must have been something. There's a little hole that goes into the main pump, and maybe some crap got stuck in there. I'm gonna try and blow that out, get a mouthful of water and blow through the other end, and maybe something will come out. But it's just really weird. That thing is not supposed to do that, clog so quickly. But anyways, I gotta deal with that when we're in town for sure. I'm also looking forward to seeing what kinds of electrolytes and food they have. Every town's a little different, which is nice, because even the best bar or the best anything, after like, you know, a bunch of it, gets kind of yucky. God, this view is just so epic. It's gonna get so nice today. All right, well, we just walked over a little saddle thing and we're into the continuation of the valley. Comes equipped with everything. Pond that's dried. Nice big mountainside. The bad thing about that is that we're gonna have to climb up out of this thing eventually, which means we're gonna have to climb up out of this higher than that today, probably, I would think. So that's gonna be a little tricky. Woo! Sorry about the camera moving. Woo wee! We are in the sunlight. Everything feels a little warmer. Got a little glistening. We kind of passed the glistening. Now it's just water on our shoes.
Yeah, now that the frost is melting.
Yeah, see, now it's kind of glistening there. It's really pretty when that happens. So we are entering into the steeper part of the canyon here. I'm sure right around. This is the main river right here. Stream coming down. There may be a little fork of it on the other side right there, but I can't tell. And the water's moving. Woo! Here we go. Well, G thinks she kicked up a pronghorn, had a white butt, and came trotting off a while back. But we are deep in the canyon here right now. Some rock walls and interesting formations. Pretty cool sun trying to come up right there. We're about 6.5 miles of this kind of hiking, she said. Just took a turn into continuing the canyon, and there is the mountain, the like perfectly pyramid mountain that we saw way far away yesterday. So part of the fun of this kind of hiking is you actually get to see where you're gonna go or where you've left. Wow, that's a cool shot right there, isn't it? Oh yeah. Whew. Wow. Now you can see a little bit more what's to our right. Got some canyon walls. More beaver activity where there's a big pond like this. Let's see, it's gonna be a dam, but right there's a little beaver home. You know, we didn't talk about the moose or the beaver last night in our video, but we've never seen so much beaver activity in our life yesterday. Those dams are so good. Clearly they just flooded big sections of that valley, and you can tell because the trees and the brush and all that were like underwater. And there's dams all over the place. And Gabrielle showed you some of the way up high, some of the aspens that the beavers obviously have taken down. So that was pretty amazing. We're in the sun, G.
Yep, you see the beavers?
Yeah, I saw the beaver home. Yeah. Yeah, yesterday was just the most beaver activity I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yep, in the sun.
Yeah.
I could tell walking up to it, the air started getting warmer that was blowing in my face.
Oh, nice. Well, maybe that's the passway up there. He knows where we're gonna go.
Well,
They said the pass was 12. Oh, there you go. I have not gone through yet of mine.
and then it's like where the touchscreen capabilities are.
That's okay. Get better dexterity when that starts to happen anyways.
Bear print.
You know, we're wondering if that's a bear print right there. Bears have look like there's little claws in it. Wow. Okay. Game on. Lead on, G. We're moving up the valley. And just about to the side of us is the really big mountain. Now you can see there's a number of other big mountains. Woo. Beautiful. Kind of look a little overcast today. It is supposed to rain this evening around 6 to 8, clear up, and then I don't know what's after that. All right, well, it is 9 o'clock, and my watch shows that we're over 11,000 feet now. So the climb rate definitely increased over the last, half hour. And we are deep into the canyon on both sides here of me. So you can see I got the puffy, everything's off. Don't have a hat on, don't have sunglasses yet. No sun stuff. But definitely warmed up like normal morning now. And let's see, so it's 9 o'clock. We start hiking around 7, so we've been going for 2 hours. We're probably like 5 miles in or something like that. So I think 6.5, Gabrielle said we're gonna start going like really up. Because we have a number of significant uphills today. We haven't hit those yet, but there's some seriously steep cliffs and passes around us. So there's plenty of opportunities to go like straight up. One of the comments on our app that is called Far Out, one of the comments was, can a brother buy a switchback? Which means it's straight up, at least on one of the big ones. So not looking forward to the straight up ones. That was a pretty good comment. Can a brother buy a switchback? Yeah, so, all right, stay stoked. So we are pretty much right in line, right underneath that's the big pyramid right there, that guy. I forget how tall that is. That one's pretty darn close too. Whoops, sorry, my hand. So, got some big ones in front of us here. "9:30, we found a spot for a little breakfast break, probably dry out our tents a little bit. And yeah, it's a nice, good spot, gee. So now we're kind of looking up at some of the other mountains. It does look like the canyon closes off straight in front of us, but I don't know what happens around the right though. So, don't see any trails anywhere up high. Ooh, beautiful morning. Some of that early morning clouds is burning off. Gabrielle's building her liquid IV right there. Oh, look at that going in there. That is pure goodness. Gabrielle, the goodness of her heart and the desire to lighten her pack, gave me this for breakfast. Because all I have really is for the, I have Pop-Tart for breakfast, and then for the rest of the day until dinner, I have 2 chomps. What's a chomp? Let me show you a chomp. Chomp is a killer beef stick, man. Yeah, it's a nice long beef stick. I got 2 of those, and then the tuna pack. So that's gonna be lunch and hike.
And crackers.
Oh yeah, oh, and I do have, I'm getting low. Notice how these are becoming very crunched like. And I have those until dinner time. And then I have a nice, I think I have a big old macadamia nut Cliff Bar and some scrambled eggs. But you can see the food is getting a little tight at the end, which it always does. And that's why my pack is so awesomely light right now. It just bounces on my back. It's just great. So Gabrielle did say, you know, straight ahead in that low part is our pass. At what's the elevation you said?
12,600.
12,600. Now we are getting
not a pass, it's a saddle.
Yeah, it's a saddle. But
and then we go down to another saddle.
Yeah, then we go back up.
And then we go down
over
again.
And over. Nice.
And then we go up. Then we go down to San Luis Pass.
Oh, where there's cars.
We go up to the high point.
Will there be cars then? Is that where people go into Creed or something like that?
It's not car, it's ATV. We have to walk like a mile and a half to where there's an actual road.
Oh, okay. Will we go there or not?
No, but that's what you do if you're trying to get into Creed.
Oh, okay. We're not trying to get into Creed.
No.
So, yeah. We're drying out our tents here. Checking in. I don't see the Garmin in the back behind my tarp or my tent. Yeah, it's good. It's a nice morning. All right, it's about 10:15 and ready to start up after a little breakfast. There are some clouds now. About 3 people passed us. At least one of them is for sure going into town. In fact, he's in a box there at the hiker center. So I think people are going to be congregating at the same place tonight so we can get in tomorrow. It's kind of funny. And generally, the first guy who went by, he talked for a little bit, and his name's Diggs. Easy one to remember. Garmin, phone, chapstick, we're good. Look at that pass. That's not where we're going though. Woo! Look at that cornice right there. We're going straight ahead through the trees. Getting closer, I'll show you a good shot of the pass coming up. But we're just coming right underneath this thing. Woo! That's amazing, isn't it? Moving up, passes up there behind the dead trees. We're about 11.6 right now. So we got about 1,000 feet, I think, something like that. Look at these. Behind us, kind of to our right. Whew. Amazing. All right, here's the first really clear shot of the pass. Notice it's pretty green. Can't see the trail yet, but it's green all the way up to the top there. All right, here we go. Pretty cool rock formations. As I showed you before. You know what I noticed is that all the really cool, awe-inspiring formations are where there's just been crazy intensity and weather and storm, but they're still there. And they stand out and they're really beautiful. The mountains that are just kind of rolling, there's little hills. Yeah, they're pretty too, but there's something really special about just the raw brutalness of some of these mountains. Well, getting up there, my watch shows 11.9, getting close to 12,000. I'm really not sure if we're going over this way or that way. I see trails, so it's really hard to tell. But again, check out the brutalness has resulted in just steadfast beauty. Wow, look at that. And then here's back to that Castle Rocks. Whew.
Cool, it's like the water, it's like almost coming out of like caves in the mountain. It's wild. Uphill isn't too bad. It's not great, but you can see Dad filming. It is pretty. Hopefully the weather holds out all day.
All right, well, we're starting to get into it now. It's got a ways to go, but when you start getting all the scree and the rocks and crap like that, you realize that you're getting up there. So, my watch says 12,000. Woo! Go G, go! All right, one more look at this. This is what's really unique about this. If you look close, there's like all these caves. Like you could walk up there and like spend the night in a cave. That'd just be really weird. Ooh, there's some really sharp pinnacles too, structures. Wow. You! Somebody made it. We're getting up here. Somebody way up there. What if we go up there? Getting close. You. Yeah.
You can see there's like 3 people all the way
Yeah.
up there and there's one down.
Wow. Woo! More mountains! Yoo!
Trail cuts.
Yeah.
And there's
Woo! Goes all the way
other
down.
saddle.
All right. Other saddle right over there. There'll be more great pictures. Time for a quick check-in though. People going up here, you can see them. All right, check-in time.
Yeah.
Got to do it for social media. Look at the cracks.
Can you take one with us together actually?
Yeah.
These selfies.
Down, 1 down, 3 to go, 2 to go. 3 to go. Oh yeah, the elevation.
4 including that.
That, okay. I show 12.4 on my watch.
12 12.6.
12.6, even better. All right, well, we can see oh, there's 3 people in front of us down there.
That's the people that passed us.
Oh, so they're still going then. Woo! Nice. Woo! And then we got a little bit of blue here. Can really see.
You got the Garmin, right?
Yeah, I got the Garmin, baby!
Right.
Woo! Yo! Yeah!
Kind of mountain.
Yeah. So these are the San Juans. This is our entry into the back of the San Juans. Here's what I'm talking about. Woo.
It would look even cooler if those trees were green.
Yes, it would. We're wondering if this is the big pyramid one we were seeing. That's the pass right there. Instead of the one to our left when we were coming up this morning.
Oh, that's San Luis Peak.
San Luis Peak.
Elevation. I think
Gotta be 13 something, huh?
14,022 feet.
Wow, 14,022, baby. Woo! There's our destination for the second quote pass saddle, which will bring us all the way around from where we just went over, which is on that low spot. Cool couple guys behind us. Sunglasses will be coming on soon. Sunset are back, that's why I'm not really stressed about it. Coming up to the next one. Quite a drop down below us here. Coming up to the second one.
Get your Garmin out.
No, we won't do this. Only the tallest one now. Woo! Woo! Oh wow. That wraps around to our...
That maybe.
That may be, since that looks like a trail down there. Wow, this really wraps around. Big old cave, rectangle cave. Good. We could just hang out there.
So then,
so somehow we gotta get out of that bowl. Looks like we go up and to the left then, huh? That's where that other road was.
yeah, it looks like kind of switchbacks.
Yeah.
And then on the other side of that
Yeah.
is San Luis Pass.
Okay. Phew. This is a big one right here too. There's the mother of them all right here, 14er. And our pass is right down to the low point. All right, woohoo! Well, we're working our way down. See where we're gonna be hiking, and yeah, this is the area that we're kind of hiking into this valley this time. Yeah, we're gonna go down. This is gonna be a big one coming back up. If you look into this mountain right here, looks like a giant door right into the middle of that mountain. So off the trail here up, I don't know if you can see this, but there's like this crazy flat section right there. Look at that. So we've been going through this kind of quasi forest here for a while. We've dropped significantly definitely below 12,000 now. And then you may be able to see up above here, there's people hiking. That's where we're gonna go. So we gotta go down and then up. All right, we got some water out of the stream, which means now we go back up. So that's one of the passes, saddles we went over right there. Ultimately, the one behind this one, which is the big mountain right there. So this is one of the steeper climbs, especially at the end. So I show we're at 11,900. I'm sure we're gonna be well over 12,000 here. It is 12:35. Probably be having lunch around 1:30 or 2, I think. Super beautiful. Weather's like perfect. Cool breeze and some clouds. The clouds do not look menacing yet. Woo! Woo! Getting up here. This looks gorgeous up here. Whew. All right, it's Gabrielle. Up by another gal. Whew. Man, it's remarkable. San Juans. We're getting close. May seem far away, but if you can see it, there will be like a little spike right there. That's the top. Woo! Getting close. You can see right there's the top. Woo! What a valley this is. So beautiful. Let's take a look. Let's slow that. Slow it down. Look at those shadows. Woo! Look at what's gonna be on the other side here more. There it is. Woo! Yes. Woo! There's another one. It's probably the real one. Woo! Woo! All right. Wish I knew the elevation here. My watch says 12.2, but not really sure. The wind's blowing. It's pretty chilly up here. I have my hoodie on over me. All right, so what do we see? What we see at this point is that big old hunkin' beautiful mound of grass. Woo! Ooh, that looks like a road that we might be going on. Got some cool rock formations. You!
I think this is Continental Divide right here.
Continental Divide. You know what the elevation is, sir?
It's like 12.3 or something.
Well, yeah, that sounds about right for my watch. Woo!
That might be our trail going up after lunch.
Oh,
Straight up.
that one, huh? Straight up, really?
Yeah.
Not that one over there.
No, because we're going down to the road right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like another ridge line there behind there. You can barely see.
Yeah,
Wow.
remember that's the the climb that
The guys.
says, can I buy a switchback?
Can a brother buy a switchback?
Mm-hmm.
That's the one after lunch. All right, so we're gonna go down to the to eat, or no?
Yes.
We're gonna eat at the top of that.
No, we're not.
Or not?
No, because it's 1 o'clock and that's 2
right.
miles away.
That's crazy. That's crazy talk, isn't it?
Stupid.
Stupid talk. Oh wait, we don't use words like that. Crazy is okay.
Incomprehensible.
Incompetent talk. All right, here we go. Yeah. All right, show me your. Okay, what's your name too, by the way?
Diggs.
Oh, we saw you earlier today.
Yes.
I know. I still don't remember. We seen there's a lot of people today, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Diggs, awesome. Yeah.
Do you do the gluten-free ones or the regular ones?
I want full wheat, man. I want everything.
They taste a little different.
Yeah.
I think oh, shit.
Uh-oh. You
So
just
good.
gave the chipmunk some food. Oh, well. Gabrielle's mocking me for my video expertise here. All right, so we're going down. Have lunch down there and across. And then get this. We're basically going to walk straight up that flat area up there. No switchbacks. Somewhere to the top of that. I don't get it, but that's what we're going to do after lunch. So. Gabrielle's going to figure out how many miles we've hiked. We're doing lunch right now. There's kind of the bottom of the little valley. There's a little trail junction sign there before we do this straight up nightmare. And over here we doing the Tyvek. That's sopping wet.
11.3. I hope you have a rock on your head.
I got 2 rocks. Oh, so we're about 11.3 right now.
Yeah.
Cool. So and that's we're gonna go up to 12.
We only have 4.3 miles left.
Oh, the whole day?
Yeah. We just have.
Well, maybe we can find a great campsite since there's gonna be like a dozen people looking for campsites around the same area.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be good. And the weather is holding up, but you know, hey, the sky is the sky. So, all right, I'm having. I don't know what I'm having yet. All right, it's officially lunchtime right now. Oh, Gabrielle's. We're having pretty much the same thing.
Yes.
We're going for maximum calories and stuff there. So what's that?
Tuna.
Tuna. Nice. What else do you have besides tuna?
Food.
All right, she's having food. I'm having actually superfood because besides my wild caught tuna, which is a product of Senegal, figure that one out.
Senegal.
Yeah.
So is mine.
Yeah, 140 calories, which is awesome, and 17 grams of protein. This is amazing because it's not all about, you know, whey protein, peanut protein, I don't know, other proteins. And I got a little beef stick thing, which is great. And then for comfort food, I have my pretzels and stuff. And that's my lunch right there. So that's the situation.
My bare feet are on some nice old poop. That's good.
Oh, that's great. So in the last while, I ran out of the Celsius, you know, pretty much at the beginning. I just been adding like a couple pinches of this secret salt stuff that I have, which is basically salt from Salt Lake, the East Salt Lake in Utah, with minerals and stuff. And man, I'm feeling really good. And I'm not like peeing all the time, which is great. So I'm not just flushing all the sodium out of my body. I am replenishing. God, the background, this video is just awesome. Look at these clouds, gee. I mean, that's just like, okay, the truth is, it's a green screen. Sorry, I can't lie to you. All right, it's game on. There goes G and Diggs and a couple gals. The gals are from Oregon. One's from, grew up in Corvallis, living in Eugene, so they were pretty stoked. Diggs was like, oh no, more Godians. But he's the one with the super cool crackers though. So, all right, we have about 890 feet to go. Thunderstorms aren't supposed to hit till around 4. It shouldn't take us that long to get up, even though it's going to be painful. So I told him, hey, if you can't make it up there by 4 o'clock, you deserve to be hit by lightning. So we're gonna try and crush it here. And there is one more climb, but not as big after this one. And the clouds do look pretty good right here. I think that's pretty good. Over here, it's raining. So we don't want any of that. But we are ready for rain. Everything in the pack is all set for rain right now. So we can quickly get all set. There is a trail sign here that we were looking down on. So we got Cascade Creek to the right, West Willow Creek to the left. And then of course we have the Colorado Trail and the CET straight ahead or reverse. So we're going straight ahead. Alright, well, we came down there for lunch. Forgot to get the video looking back. And that's kind of the trail, whoops, that's the trail we took above there, up over that pass, and then up over and up and over and over. Of course, that's the big one right there. So this is another big valley here. It's really gorgeous. It goes way down. I can hear vehicles. They could be coming from quite a ways away, but I can hear them. So there is a road right here. We do not take that. We're basically going, I guess, right there. We're basically going straight up and across, something like that. It's supposed to be just a nightmare. All right, here we go. I know this sounds really weird, but up there, over here, like someone's got a big yawning tent thing set up for trail magic. There's the group. I'm telling you, that's a car up there. Maybe there's some trail magic up there. Woo! Well, that's the top of the hill. Cars are on the left. We might be going to the right. Hopefully not too far to the right because it's raining all along there. Well, you can see where we've been today. All that. Nice. Woo. I guess we're near the top. We just got to loop around here on the left. Don't know. It's always a mystery. So, see where we have lunch now. Gonna be right down there. There's a little sign down there somewhere. That's where we had lunch. Come on. Here we go. Woo! Oh man, there's a lot more now. Woo! I think that's the Continental Divide. Either we're on it. Alright, people are making it to the top. There's the signpost. Woo! Yeah, Jay! Woo! You!
Yeah.
Whoops. Alright, 12,8 something?
Yeah, 12,800.
Does this actually have a name?
No, it's just a saddle.
Oh, it's just the saddle before the big
Do
one.
one more with everybody.
Oh, okay. We got quite a group here of us. Woo!
Everybody's in it, alright.
Not much.
I mean, there's like zero food in it right
Yeah,
now.
it's the lightest.
Need some?
Woo!
I think mine weighs
That's what we're seeing.
5 right now.
So we dropped down. We dropped down pretty good from what I understand. Then go back up. Wow! Look at the peaks right over your head. Yeah, something. Oh my gosh. Oh. Alright. Oh yeah. Well, there's quite a few of us now. It's gonna be kind of, it's a lot of fun, but it's kind of weird too. There are some huge flat plains right out there. That's probably kind of what we're gonna be doing tomorrow. I don't know how we're gonna get out of this. I don't think I want to know. We have one more 400-foot climb. That's the big one. Woo! Backsides of these. Woo! Go, Jake! Woo! Oh, look at that. Whoa. Woo. Oh my gosh. There goes G. Here they come. Look at it.
It looks like a baby marmot. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So cute. Shh. Dad, shh.
So there's a trail where we came down, and all of a sudden out of the ground comes some water. I'm sure you could just drink that right out of there. Woo! That's a lot of water coming out of there too. We are back in the forest. We're back in the forest. So what's about 3? What? It's about 3 o'clock?
Yep.
Yeah, took us a half hour to get up and a half hour to get down this far. Pretty amazing. Getting ready for our next climb back up. All right, so we came around there somewhere, and I think we actually came around in between those. And then we went around the rocks, bunch of pika, marmot, and then we, you know, before and then this down there was just really super humid. So we're glad to be getting out of it. But it's this ridiculously steep switchback, if you can call it that. But we're getting close to the last climb of the day right here. Woo! And we got some sunshine right there. Look at that. Woo! Beautiful.
Good daddy-o! Woo! Last climb of the day. Woo! Woo! calf burner.
There's somebody out there in that ridge.
Oh my gosh!
Yoo-hoo!
That speck.
All right. Well, we got clouds. No rain yet. We got to drop 800 feet, something like that, Gabrielle said. Tomorrow, heads up, I think, there's my beefsteak here. We go up here and then around. And then we're gonna be on these plains. And just to give you what we kind of saw earlier was, see how just like flat that is? We just saw like layers of that out there. Oh, and you can even see more like right here. Supposedly, they're gonna be white. So we'll see. Anyways, we're the first ones down in the group, so we're gonna get a nice, small, tight campsite, so we have some solitude, although we sure are enjoying the company of everyone. It's just fantastic, folks. All right, so that's what we just went over and around. All right, let's get down there and get set up before any kind of rain starts. Some of these mountains are looking a little more dramatic. Just went up a little hill here. My thighs are cooked. Beavers live. This whole thing here is a beaver dam pond. Look at it, if you look close. And right there, like maybe a little beaver shack. More beaver dam. It's just built in now. It's like all the way across. That is just, I've never seen so many beavers. And I thought Oregon was a beaver state. Maybe they used to be, but Colorado's got more beavers than I've ever seen in my entire life in one place. Woo! That's gorgeous. Well, there's campsites all around here, so that's good. People can space out. Oh, there's one like right here. So Gabrielle's got one in mind. It says 0.2, about a 0.2, 0.3 in front of us, with water really close to it. So we'll probably dry camp, but it should be epic. Whew. Man, we are deep in this canyon right now. Clearly it's raining around us, so we're gonna get our camp and get our tent set up right away.
I wouldn't be surprised if some people take those awesome sites, like right next to one of the water sources.
Oh, I'm sure that most people would. All right, that's where we're gonna put our tents, right here. So we cross the trails right across there. We forego that site. Somebody could easily camp there tonight. We gotta be prepared for that. And we get to look up the canyon. Pretty cool. We're gonna make it work. Oh, rocks.
Stinking hot.
That sun is hot. I wish we need some cloud cover right now. Well, I don't think it's gonna rain. It looks like it's in the afternoon. Clear up right now.
I don't know, we're like right on the edge. It's like, if you look down there, it's like darkness.
Yeah, and it was raining down there. So.
And then the clouds kind of keep coming over.
They're coming toward us, aren't they? They're
that thing.
From the sun.
But they just kind of then move over.
Yeah. That's where we're gonna go hiking up tomorrow, by the way. Yeah, so we got everything set up. It's optimal so we can sleep, but it's not vegetable optimal or backpacks, because we're as G pointed out, we are symmetrical.
Yeah.
We need to be off a little bit for our vestibules to work and to put our packs outside. So we're probably gonna put our packs inside. I might be able to weasel it, because I think you might. I can roll my pack down so tiny.
My tent stake is further away. You put yours closer to my tent.
Yeah. No problem.
Weasel.
Yeah, look at it.
Even though my backpack is bigger than yours.
Yeah.
Funny how that works.
Oh, geez, working on some logistics for the next town, not the town tomorrow. I'm just chilling, looking at this super cool mountain straight above us. Hopefully that does not lose boulders every once in a while. Kind of reminds me of the Palisades Lake
Oh.
thing. Is that below John Muir? Is that John Muir?
Just the John Muir Trail, yes.
Yeah, but I mean, is it John Muir Pass? The Muir Pass?
No, it is not.
It is not, okay. We
Or
had
the
that.
Golden Staircase.
The Golden Staircase was after it. I was kind of looking at these clouds, which are just like always moving. It's just so cool. Sun's over there. And there's kind of the staircase mountain ridges. That is the sound of warmth. Eggs with bacon bits, it looks like. Gabrielle's obviously having a Snickers bar. I'm gonna have a white chocolate macadamia nut. And I got two chocolates that I haven't used, so we're gonna have one of those afterwards. So, which means I'm gonna be getting out of my tent a couple times tonight. That's what that means.
Put some salt in your chocolate.
I could salt chocolate, salted caramel. Basically same thing there. So you're gonna have some ramen. Awesome.
Munching
I'm
on.
munching on those. Are you gonna have any hot chocolate also?
Yeah.
Okay, because if not, I have an extra one.
I think
I can see one.
I had two.
Yeah. Cool. Clouds are definitely thickened, but I mean, it's not gonna rain. It never rains here.
At least not in this particular spot.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, it's boiling. We got boilage. Quick. The reason we don't have to let it roll boil is because we put in, oops, hold on a second. I'll tell you later. Sorry for that rude interruption, but the water started to boil.
It's massive.
Yeah, all right. Look at the trash bag. Is that right? Look at mine's. I have like one actually I have two that are small, but combined just like that. Oh, the reason we don't have to boil it for 3 minutes to kill everything is because we put filtered water in there, and as soon as it starts to boil, it's ready for us to go. And so we save a lot of fuel that way. 3 minutes is a long time when that thing is burning full blast. So
I think that's what most people do nowadays.
what, they put filter in there?
Mm-hmm.
They figured that out.
Well, anyways, if you're any sort of through hiker, I feel like you've learned that.
Yeah, I mean, it's silly. Yeah, I mean, it's easier, less effort, and less money to squeeze the water instead of buying and carrying more fuel canisters, which is heavy and a hassle. So, anyways, long story, short story long. Good evening, day 24 for the classic summary from Craig and Gabrielle. Today, let's start looking appropriate for the evening. So, hey G, so we started off today.
Yeah.
It was cold this morning. Temps were completely.
It was it was the coldest morning.
Yeah, it's cold this morning, I think.
Yeah. Though it didn't feel like it was the coldest night.
Yes.
Like there was another night that was colder.
Yeah. Oh, but there was frost on the ground.
Yeah, there was frost.
Oh, I better check the temperature tonight.
I thought you said it was gonna be like 40 something.
I know. I forget. I'll have to check the satellite Garmin weather. Anyways, yeah, that was wet. Took us a while. Oh, we had to walk to the pit toilets. That was fantastic, man. Anyways, besides that, then we got on our way, and we had a delightful walk up the canyon. I was clearly infatuated by that house. I need to know about that, how that even works. That's on my list to check out. And then after 1,000 pictures and videos of that, then we started to move into the canyon. Took a right, And then all the geological stuff was just super cool.
Yeah, it really reminds you like the Southwest.
Yeah?
The way the rocks just
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of like came out of
Yeah, like
dirt
erosion
mound
kind of thing.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Very
was,
cool.
so that was unexpected. And one of the things that stands out, that one rock wall had like these little caves in there.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, can you like spend the night in there? And then Gabrielle was like, hey, it looks like water, like
Looked like
erosion.
the water was eroding from those points. Like
So-
that's where the streams were coming
I
down.
know. That deserves further exploration. But I'm not going to be doing that right now. So I guess in Colorado, you could park where we camped, and then you just hike up there a few miles and just, climb up the mountain, basically. On the, what do you call that stuff? The scree. Climb up
Yeah.
on that. Yeah, that's great.
Freeze.
Great fun to climb up. But that would be kind of cool. Anyways, made up to the first pass.
Yep.
That was cool. Oh, that's when we met Dig and the two gals.
I don't know the gals. The gals didn't give the name.
No, but we talked about them. One's from Eugene. I don't know where the other one's from.
Corvallis.
No, she grew up in Corvallis. She lives in Eugene, I think.
Oh.
Or is that two different ones? I don't know. Anyways,
I thought they were different.
no, you know what? The two girls are from Portland.
Yeah.
Because they're ganging up on Dig. We don't know where he's from yet. We should have dinner with them. They should be at the hiker thing,
There's
potluck.
too many people now that we will met that are going to be there.
I know it's gonna be weird because we're not just in like this little group bubble like at Tahoe,
Yeah.
where there's a lot of passing and flip flopping going on. So we should see people there that we haven't seen the last 2 days. Like Quinn and
I don't think
maybe Quinn might not be there, but double stack,
2-pack.
2-pack,
2-pack.
2 stack.
2-pack.
I'm not
Oh, like Tupac.
Tupac. Okay, there we go. Too bad. Anyway, so he said he's going to be there, so that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. So it's crazy because I can't imagine I don't know where he camped, but he could have made it to town like today.
He could have. Maybe he did. Maybe he's going to
We
zero
only did
there.
16 today. So
Yeah.
if he was camped even further,
Yeah.
and then there's not really, well, the weather's nice enough, but there's not really a whole lot, there's nowhere to camp between here and there.
Yeah, we expected it to be possible like rain tonight, so there was no way we were going to camp on the flat,
On the mesa.
which would have been really cool
I don't
actually.
even know what it looks like.
Yeah, it's complete. Tomorrow is, it's just full of mystery, which is kind of
Because
cool.
then, is it a place where, like, environmentally, like, should you be camping?
Oh yeah,
I
one
don't
of the
know.
desert kind of things. Yeah, where you gotta carry your poop out, man.
No, not really that. But like, is it really hard for things to grow? So if you
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Put your tent on something
Excuse me.
and then
Yeah.
you just destroy it,
Yeah.
so it's probably frowned upon.
I don't know.
But I don't know because it's really hard to tell based on the map.
Yeah. So that's a little bit about tomorrow. Jumped ahead. So then we went up and down, We've reached, what was the height today? 12,850.
It was higher than that. It was almost 12,890 or something.
Excuse me, but I got a new bug bite. 12, what was that? What'd you say? 12 what? 850? I thought it was 12.
890.
8, no. Oh, okay. It was basically 13,000 feet. Okay. So that's been the high point. And the amazing thing is that we were able to hike up there and it wasn't like this multi-hour deal. We scooted up that thing like a half hour. It was weird.
Oh, well, it
Yeah,
was only
from lunch.
like 1.3 and then like 900 feet of elevation.
Yeah.
What was nice though is that even though it was straight up,
Mm-hmm.
there wasn't like big like rock steps. Like
Yeah.
you could just keep
You could,
the
yeah.
foot pattern you wanted to.
Yeah, and I walked off the side of the trail, which is frowned upon, but it's a little slippery where the gravel is. So if you just walk on where there's a little bit of grass, you just pick up speed. That's the only way I can catch up with Gabrielle today was to cheat, basically. No. Anyways, that was pretty cool. And we were walking with the Dig and the two gals, And then there was another guy and two other gals. As you saw the pictures there.
Everybody was asking, "Oh, where are you gonna camp?" And I'm like, "Here." I'm like, "Oh, geez, I hope there's gonna be camp."
Yeah, we were really concerned. Like, okay, we're gonna have to get a place like out of the norm.
Yeah.
But we can't even hear or see anybody where we're at.
Well, we got ahead of everybody.
Yeah, we did. We kept pushing and got ahead, like way ahead.
Yeah, and so we don't even know if they made it over like the last saddle. There were camping spots.
There was a couple,
like not even a half mile back.
Yeah, there was at least two. I remember we saw.
Yeah.
One was on the left, one was on the right.
Yeah,
they were sweet spots.
they were pretty good spots.
They were not.
They didn't really have views, but they were cool looking.
Yeah, they were like smooth, and the grass you could tell it would have been really nice to camp on. A lot flatter than what we're dealing with right here. Yeah. So, anyway, so we made it here. Yeah. Sun blaring with occasional possibility that's going to rain on us. Just psycho weather. So checked in, sent Katrina a message, that kind of thing. So I think she's home right now. She had a flight yesterday, right?
No, she had her flight today.
Oh, it was this morning. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She messaged us at 9 something in the morning. Yeah. So she's going to have a long day. She's going to go all the way back. Is she going all the way home, do you think?
Probably.
She's stopping somewhere?
Well, it depends on what time she gets to my place.
Yeah. I don't know.
Or if because she wouldn't even go to my place. If she was staying anywhere, I think she'd be staying at the cabins.
But where's Scout?
Scout's at home with Scamp.
With Scamp. Those are our cats, Scout and Scamp.
Your neighbors are watching them.
Okay. Oh, they're at our place.
Yeah.
That's right. Our neighbors rock, man.
Yeah, and then I think there might have been
2 cats alone in the house. What can go wrong?
I don't know if they needed, if there were a couple of days where
discipline.
If they were on an automatic feeder or not.
Oh yeah. I hope that worked. Anyways, yeah. So it was of course the views were just mind blowing. Yeah. Well, what stood out was just we've seen kind of the bowls and we've seen some of the height, but these had just like the sheer height from the top to the bottom of the valley, and then the size of the bowl was just like huge.
Well, and then we went by like the San Luis Peak,
which is
this massive, wide, tall mound of rocks.
Just rock.
And like it's just a pile of rocks.
Yeah.
It's not like other mountains where it's like
it's different.
Big rock. This is like here's a bunch of
it doesn't look like it's a big formation. Yeah,
it's like an earthquake.
I don't know.
And it would just become a flat rock area.
Yeah. Is a big rock just a bunch of little rocks, or is it one big rock?
That they're not put together. There's space in between these rocks.
Oh, I don't know that. That's a good question for geologists. It's really nice to have a geologist on this trip. We got so many questions. We've seen such cool stuff. What else? What else was highlighted?
I mean,
the weather. We didn't know what was going on with the weather. We thought it might start to storm up around 3 or 4, and it added a little bit of intensity. I think, especially for the Dig and the gals. But we, obviously it didn't pan out. I checked the weather. You can do it with the Garmin. You can check the weather. It's so I kind of hate doing that because it's like I know pretty much what's going to happen tomorrow and even the next day. And in the past, you don't. You kind of go for it. So, but anyways, I checked anyways, without remorse, with conviction. I pressed the button. And so tomorrow, it looks like it is going to, there's going to be an afternoon shower, possibly. And I think that's it, isn't it? I forget. But tomorrow, though.
The day after tomorrow. Monday.
Yeah, wait. So, okay, Sunday, actually tomorrow's Saturday and Sunday. Sunday we could get some more rain.
Tomorrow is Sunday. Today is Saturday.
Today's Saturday. I don't know. And all right, so Sunday, tomorrow. I can't remember the rain forecast. It's going to be normal, right?
It's going to be kind of normal.
A possibility of okay. Now I remember now because that's worth the pickup to the hiker center. that around 1 o'clock, to 3, we could get some rain, that kind of thing. And then on Monday,
It's supposed to rain.
that's okay, because we're not going to spend the entire day in the city. We're just going to spend one night tomorrow night. And so we're going to leave. It's really pretty much as soon as we can on Monday. Monday's supposed to be the big rain day, but we don't know the details yet. And then Tuesday is going to back off.
Yeah. It wouldn't be that much of a problem, but it just looks like there's a fair amount of exposure.
Yeah, we're dealing with the whole. I mean, it's the same thing we've been trying to figure out. I mean, we're going to go for it either way, but we really. I mean, tomorrow we'll know the timing. It was pretty tough. Last Friday at Monarch Pass, we took off and it just started raining and then hailing and then thundering. It's just like, that sucks. And we don't want to have to go through that again, but we might have to go through it, which would be really a bummer since they leave in town. So that's why we're talking about it so much. So. We were thinking about doing that. Gabrielle's already started planning out some of the logistics for tomorrow. We even know about how many, breakfast, lunches, and dinners we need, which is great because that was on my list of things that we got to do. She said, here it is. I'm like, great. So we may be able to actually resupply tomorrow after we get into town, after our laundry, which is the first thing. Yeah. Actually, the first thing is where we're going to stay, then the laundry, then resupply, and then dinner. And then we just have breakfast and we can leave the next day. So, but we'll just see how that all goes. So, That's a lot. So I just kind of going on there.
Yeah.
So we had a great dinner tonight. And that hot chocolate was just such a nice finish of the evening. It was good. So I'll have more of that. All right, anything else? No. Is that it? Okay, well, that's it for tonight. Day 24.
Yes.
Got it right. Oh, our stats. I was going to ask the elevation. I'm like, oh, wait. So I have on my phone here, we're like almost 11.6 or on my watch. Is that right?
Like 11.4.
Crap, we are really high, even though it's in a damp valley.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing, isn't it? Almost like 11.6. That's crazy. Okay, what do you have for steps?
I have 36,000.
I have 37,000. I'm not lying either. It's legit in there. All right. How about calories?
I have 3,200.
I have 3,600. I beat you on calories. So that's pretty good. Yeah. So, how many miles we hiked today?
16.6.
16.6. So.
We finished before 4.
Yeah, we finished before 4. We crushed it, and we tried to do that.
Even though we did over 4,000 feet of elevation gain today.
Yeah. It's coming a lot easier.
Yeah.
It's not so painful. You know what's painful? It's my sticky skin. I'm really tired of that. That's why I want a good hot shower tomorrow. But enough of our sticky skin. It's just gross. All right. That's it for Craig and Gabrielle. We'll see you tomorrow for day 25. Wow, that's a lot of days. Yeah. All right. Good night.